station everybody, because we've got the great Herminius Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
Hey!
We're muted. I'm muted. I mean, like, yo, I'm muted. Oh, man. It's not, I guess we can't have a year without me doing that at least once. I'm muted. You know what I mean? It was supposed to unmute once the music is over. Streamer, what are you doing to me? There's some people that can't comment on the show when we start the show. So I don't know. I gotta probably send them a letter. You know what I mean? I probably gotta send YouTube because it might be a YouTube problem, not a StreamYard problem. So I go to stream, they're like, "Yeah, it's YouTube, yo." You know what I mean? I'll be like, "Yo, somebody help me out here." You know what I mean? But what is up? What is going on? This is another episode of the Big Herm Show with Primetime Time up in the house to review the amazing. We're here to review the amazing Spider-Man 3940 Volume 6, the middle of Gang War, what we've been waiting for. Well, actually, I wasn't waiting for, and then I started reading it, and then I started liking it, and then, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm a little wild right now. I just finished my Starbucks, so I'm all full of sugar and caffeine and all that. So I guess that's the way people like their Big Herm, you know what I mean? And yeah. I've had one of those really long weeks, and I was supposed to have a show on Wednesday opening the Peace Be Army Bad Batch. Bad Batch, what? The Pop Culture Philosopher's Mystery Box. There you go. I don't think the Bad Batch has a mystery box.
Not yet.
Oh man. But due to some certain circumstances, I don't even know if I was even gonna talk about it tonight, but yeah, we had me and my lady, we had a little Yorkie slash poodle that we've had for 16 and a half years.
Wow.
And yeah, he got really sick, and we pretty much had to put him down on Wednesday, and that's when happened. You know what I mean? Last Wednesday, and I didn't know I wasn't gonna talk about it tonight, but that's pretty much why we didn't have a show. I didn't have a show on Wednesday. So that show we'll be having. I might as well put it up. The unboxing, the PC Army Mystery Box, this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I will have that show open up finally. Oh, I have that box for about a month by now, but but yeah. So yeah, our dog Milo. You know what I mean? He was like, we don't have kids, so he was like our kid. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's never easy. You know what I mean? I'm still, it still hurts. Rest in peace, my little guy. Love you. Daddy loves you. Mommy loves you. And I hope you're up there in heaven with our other dog that passed away years ago, Pebbles. We had a pug named Pebbles. And then hopefully John Thomas and Sam is petting them, taking care of them for us. You know what I mean? So in heaven, because dogs do go to heaven. Anybody seen All Dogs Go to Heaven? They do go to heaven.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Wonderful. Yes. So rest in peace, Milo. Love you. And I had him say something today. I know, like, we all like fun and games, and sometimes things get serious, and this was a little serious part for me and my wife and the family. It was a family dog too, so yeah, man.
Excelsior, Milo. Excelsior.
Excelsior station to that, man. So now that I got that out of my chest and stuff like that. We get to have a lot of fun because we got two awesome issues we're covering. And usually I do all my other stuff, but for now I'm just gonna say we the Peace Be Army Bad Batch consistently putting on awesome stuff on the YouTube content and stuff like that. So all my buddies in the Bad Batch and friends of the buddies, which some of them we got to see in MegaCon, you know
I
what I
was
mean,
just
down in
gonna say that.
Florida.
MegaCon, yeah.
Yeah, so we both, I'm sure Tom and myself are very jealous. We got to see Robbie Bueller and a bunch
Yeah.
of them over there.
Bueller, Bueller.
Yeah, that guy, that
Sleepy
Bueller
Reader?
guy.
Sleepy
And
Reader?
we got Sleepy Reader went, and that was pretty cool to see him over there with them. You know what I mean? So makes me a little jealous. You know what I mean? But
Uh,
I'm glad they're having fun. They're showing us and stuff. We live vicariously through them, and yeah, man. So anybody, those guys got content. Their links are down below too. Any link like that, their links are down below. And if you like this content, the 2 or 3 people that actually watch us, I'm still thankful for you guys. You know what I mean? Sunday. This was a late show. Like I said, we were having a breakfast and stuff like that. And Tom understood, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And yeah, and then next week we're coming back because next week we're gonna continue on, keep on keeping on. Super Bowl Sunday, because
Super
me
Bowl
and him will be
Sunday.
reviewing 40, 41 and 42, which is going towards the end of the event. I don't know if there's gonna be a epilogue or something after that, or when does it end? There's so many. The Daredevil tie-in is the last actual issue coming out, so
Oh, okay.
who knows? I know in the list we're following the list, and it doesn't show extra stuff, but I
I
keep
think
hearing there's gonna
March,
be.
maybe?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
keep hearing there might be something. I have to look at the catalog again, but we're enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
By next week, we'll be almost caught up. I don't know if there's an ASM coming out this Wednesday, but if that there is, that'll be the one we're behind after we're done next week. So we won't really be behind. We'll be pretty much caught up to the run, which something we wanted to do, and that way we can focus on other stuff too. So
Hmm.
we're doing one Amazing Spider-Man issue that comes out. And then maybe once a month we'll cover like Craven the Last
Ultimate?
Hunt,
Oh, yeah.
you
Craven's
know. Oh, we
yeah,
are doing the Ultimate.
yeah, Ultimate
We
issue
are
2. Yeah.
so we're gonna cover the Ultimate issue too. We did say we might cover the jackpot just to have laugh and giggles, but we'll see.
Oh,
That does
man.
that train wreck of an issue, but
Wasn't there supposed to be a jackpot in. Is it Black Cat or maybe somebody else? I can't remember.
yeah, jackpot. Yeah, her and Black Cat teaming up. Mary Jane and Black Cat teaming up again.
I might have to
Just
get into it because I like Black Cat.
yeah, I'm a sucker. So
I
Jay
don't like
McKay.
Jackpot.
You know what I mean?
I wonder
So
if next Butcher created her. No.
who? What? So I just wanted to say real quick hi to my mom. Hi, mom. Love
Oh,
you. Thanks for joining us.
hey, Mrs. Herman.
Station. Station. We got my man,
Station.
Verno. Hey, what's going on? I'm checking you guys out. Station or looking good, fellas. He's like, I feel you and you're big guy. Never easy. Yes. I didn't even know what he said there, and I'm here reading. That was pretty much a serious what I was saying earlier. There. Yeah, thanks, Verno. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, man. But thanks for coming on. Just to say something. I appreciate anybody that comes on, check us out. I don't know if they're enjoying what we us clowning around. Some people do. Um, I know Sundays is tough, to get viewers and stuff like that. Sometimes we're here for 15 minutes and there's nobody. But I still enjoy it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's for fun and stuff like that. For
Mhm.
people to enjoy if they go on and check us out, stuff like that. And yeah, man. So just
Well,
keep on keeping on.
I know for
What's
me,
going on?
definitely one of the highlights of my week. So,
Yeah, yeah. If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. I wouldn't like delay it to like now, when you were supposed to be on 1 p.m. East, and life gets in the way. And
oh yeah.
but I definitely wanted to get this one in because next week will be pretty much all caught up, except for I think an issue comes out this week. I don't know. I gotta check if I even ordered. But I'll check that afterwards. We came here to do a show, so we're here blabbing and stuff like that.
And you know what else I'm excited about for Super Bowl? We may get our first trailer for Deadpool 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Deadpool
Yeah.
3. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Gonna
yeah, like,
break the MCU. Oh, yeah.
oh, you're one of the guys that watch the game for the commercials or not the game. So you'll be like, "Come on, hurry up, game! Hurry up, go to break." You know what I mean? The only time people be happy when they go to break, when they go to commercials. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the game's back on. All right, I gotta go pee anyway. You know what I mean? I gotta go make a sandwich.
Make me a sandwich.
Give me a sandwich while the game's going on. You know what I mean? Oh man, that's gold. So station to you all. Before we get started, how's your week, man? I hope it was better than mine.
Oh, man. Well, my for the second or third week in a row, my supervisor called out. So my coworker had to fill in for him. They sent a substitute over, a lazy substitute, to cover for my coworker, and I pretty much had to do like double duty, so it like killed me. I was like, come on.
Station Kenneth, thanks for joining. Yeah, man. Life is rough, man. Stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
Your work, someone throws a wrench in it. That kind of week for me too. You know what I mean? But forget about all the shenanigans because we're here to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy ourselves because we're gonna review some freaking Spider-Man books, baby. And of course, I don't know if you usually have a variant. You know what I mean? So if you have one, just throw it up. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? But right here, Amazing Spider-Man number 39.
I had to
39.
my Moon Knight
Oh, wait,
one.
wait. Oh, that's a nice one. That's gonna be
Yeah.
in the video game soon.
Except the dark color, you can see the fingerprints I made on the
Oh,
cover.
Spider-Man 2. It is in the video game. What am I talking about?
Yeah. I should have wore gloves when I was reading it because you can see. You can probably see fingerprints. Maybe not too well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
don't tell these guys that, man. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you read it without gloves. Uh-oh.
And then I got for 40. I got this beautiful Jake Scott Campbell.
Oh man, I almost picked that one up. But you're supposed to show that when you did 40, man. Come on, man. You don't have to jump ahead of the game, man. Come on. It's all good. Um, so yeah, he's gonna cover 40. I'm covering this one right here. The Amazing Spider-Man number 39 up in the house. Stu, what's up, Station, my man? What's up, man? Um, so I'm gonna start this. Of course, I was supposed to have the issue open already, but I didn't. Issue 39. Let me take a quick sip because I already talked too much. You know what I mean? 14 minutes in, we still haven't started. Well, we started, but you know what I mean. 39. JR on the cover. I know Nick Comic Culture loves JR, so not. So JR for the cover in the house. Of course, like I showed this last time, but I kind of love this. It shows you the gang war and the territories.
Territories. Yeah.
Um, Hammerhead, the Magia, Hobgoblin owns Brooklyn for whatever reason. Um, got the Owl, Diamondback. Uh, who else is up in here? Rose. You know what I mean? I know, like Tombstone used to own Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
It's formerly Tombstone right there. So Janice is fighting for her dad's territory. So of course Zeb Wells is the writer. You know what I mean? The controversial Zeb Wells. I guess anybody who writes The Amazing Spider-Man is controversial. You know what I mean? Of course, John Romita Jr. on the art. Scott Hanna on the inker. I never mentioned the inkers. Marcio Mins. I hope I said that. Colorist. JC Joe Caramanga letters. Which I always wonder, like, I guess VC's is Volt Comics. Because I know, like, Marvel I think both comics letterers to do their comics or something like that.
Oh, really?
Unless that, yeah, I think that's what that was. Because I'm always VC's Joe Caramanga. I know that's not his whole name. You know what I mean? But But keep on keeping on as let me make us both even. What the heck, you know what I mean? So we start off with New York's on fire. The, and it's not the Bronx that it's burning from back in the
Nope.
day, but New York is burning, you know what I'm saying? So you got a big explosion, the gang war, first strike, plus 6 hours. So I'm getting 6 hours into the gang war. And there's uh, this guy says, "Stay close, June." And this lady's like, "Where are we going?" He's like Central Park. No one's fighting over. A big explosion comes out, and someone goes, "Careful, friend. It's a real circus out there." And of course, you got my man. He's not my man, but what's his face? Um, the ringmaster. He's like, "Luckily, the ringmaster has arrived." And he's like, "Do you know what's happening?" The guy said. And he's like, "The crime bosses of New York City are negotiating for territory in a fire cell, and everyone must go. Get these two some weapons." And they're like, "Weapons?" And he's like, "Yeah, you need some weapons to fight." And they're like, "I don't understand. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you guys to help me out." You know what I'm saying? And then he starts doing his little I don't know. that's that's where you come in. And he's like, "Look at Lord Ringmaster." And the lady's like, "What do you want? Who do you want us to kill?" He's like, after he finished going, "Pankala bankala bomba," you know what I'm saying? And he said, "You see them? They stick out. Safety's off. Charge!" And you see brah, 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 boom, brah, brah, brah. I almost feel like doing the GI Joe sound effects. When you GI Joe, kind of thing. But I have a hard time doing it. I got to work on it. But you see a whole mess there. You see the crime master there too. So the territories are battling. And then of course you got ringmasters going. The Upper East Side is mine, ringmaster. You know what I'm saying? Oh, crime master said that. And the ringmaster's like, "So you think? Fortunately, I have the power to charge that. I mean to change that." He already said charge, but so they're fighting along, and they're going back and forth. Talking smack to each other and all that about the wars and stuff like that. And keep on keeping on where you see Spider-Man in the top. He goes, "We got to put this fight down." And then he's got his crew there. Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got to say it because there's two Spider-Mans there. You got Miles Peter, She-Hulk, Daredevil, and Spider-Woman. You know what I mean? Of course, it's Elektra, Daredevil, Jessica Drew, and all that. And then of course, he's like, "They've got a lot of firepower down there." And She-Hulk's like, "We're not looking too bad up here." Miles is like, just what I was thinking." And Jessica Drew's like, when are we waiting? What are we waiting for? I've got places to be." And Pete's like, "Copy that, Jen. Could you?" And someone else, "Tank." You know what I mean? She-Hulk. And he's like, "Tank." And then she goes like, "I was hoping you say that." And then of course she goes down, starts She-Hulk smashing. She-Hulk smash. You know what I mean? She's like, "See you on the ground." And then they all to the rescue. Pew, dee, pew, doo. Oh man. Spider's like, "Ringmaster is using civilians. That means," and Electra's like, "We don't have time. Give me 30 seconds." He's like, "Oh, I was thinking we would there she goes. She jumped the gun and everything. She's kicking butt and all that. And Jessica's like, looks like we're on Crime Master." And Miles like, "Bet." And Peter's like, "Remember, there are civilians out here. That means no time to be gentle." You would think he'd be like, "Just be careful."
Mm-hmm.
But don't be gentle with the evil doers, you know what I mean? And She-Hulk's like, "You heard the man. Gentle is off the menu." She-Hulk don't play. She'd be like, "Yo, time to bust that ass." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh man. So you see Miles got that electrical sword of his, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Like part of his repertoire now, I guess. He's like, "But feels free to feel up on the Venom Saber." So I don't know, I guess that I don't know. I forgot why that I read the book and I already forgot, but you have 5 seconds to stop this, Electra says. And Ringmaster's like, you should have done your research, my dear. You are only adding to my ranks. So he's like, you know what I mean? And he's like, you are my soldier now. And she's like, your mind is undisciplined. A child screaming through a megaphone. I've spent a lifetime training vines. And he's like, stop, stop. And she decks him. She decks him. Kapah! You know what I mean? And then you see the crime master trying to shoot Jessica Drew. He's like, this war has nothing to do with you. And she's like, I know, I'm just a distraction. He's like, what? Sorry, we're in a hurry. And you see Spider-Man, pat, you know what I mean? Straight up brutally kicks him in the back. You know what I mean? He's like, Upper East Side Zone is cold, Luke. Got two big fish and a bunch of AIM agents who need processing. And then he's like, well, I'll see what I can do, Spider-Man, but we're stretched thin here. Just read the Luke Cage version of the tie-ins to see why the loose strings there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh man, so but he's like, Mr. Negative is moving on Lady Yulon in the Lower East Side. Diamondback is making play for downtown with Hydra help, and Hobgoblin is making noise in Brooklyn, which we said earlier. And then he's like, and I'm not making this up. We think the commotion has stirred up the monster metropolis under Murray's Hill.
Oh.
Don't forget Hell's Kitchen. And you see, I guess that's Matt Murdock, I'm guessing, in the corner, because he's blonde. But I guess that's him. So he goes back to back to the heroes, and this is where they split up. Um, Hell's Kitchen, uh, Hell's Kitchen, and then Electra's like, Hell's Kitchen is no place for amateurs. And he's like, how'd you hear that? And she's like, how? I'll handle it alone. And then she just leaves, and Peter's like, yep, go. That's just what I was gonna suggest. And as affected as we are together, Daredevil might have the right idea. Um, And Jessica Drew's like, I'm headed downtown, like I told you. Diamondback's mine. He made a big mistake getting into bed with Hydra. And then Peter's like, go, we can put out more fires if we split up. So split it up. I don't know if that's always a good idea, but I guess to each his own. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Um, and Peter's like, but something's big is happening here. Something I can't see yet. I might need help. And she's like, I'll hurry. Call if you need me. I mean, he technically needs her, but she's like, I gotta take care of Diamondback. So, and Spider Man's like, speaking of, if the Hobgoblin is in Brooklyn, that's where I'm needed. I need to be too. And he's like, careful, Kingsley is no joke. And Miles is like, I told you, I've been doing this fine. I'm doing just fine without you. Which I'm like, why would Miles say that? You know, he's just trying to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this last time. Like that part of the voice and all.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
guess.
seem like
And
his normal MO.
yeah. Like Miles is more intelligent than that. I understand he's a kid still, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep it on. She-Hulk's like, cool sword to him. Cool sword that Miles had. He's like, yeah. And she's like, can you? He's like, no. Where that leaves us? You heard of monsters in Metropolis? Bunch of creatures living under the city? She's like, we're fighting monsters. I have a law degree, you know. He's like, do you I think things you mentioned that I don't think you mentioned that in the last 5 minutes. She's like, funny. We'll see who's laughing when you get my bill. And then Harlem, going back to Harlem. Meanwhile, it's over, Rabbit. That's all you hear in the bottom. It's over, Rabbit. You know what I mean? And Tombstone's not here to protect his territory or you. And it's of course Mariah, that Mariah lady, you know what I mean? She's looking to take over the world. You know what I mean? I mean New York, not the world, but you know what I mean. And Rabbit's like, shut up. Lonnie doesn't protect us. We protect him. Damn it, Kareem, my umbrella jammed. She got that gun umbrella. And he's like, I told you Mariah was coming. Why couldn't you just bring a gun? And she's
Man.
like a peasant. F this, F it, I'll use my hands.
I
And
feel
she's
sorry
like,
for Kareem. She's always picking on poor Kareem, man.
always. And she's like, Night of the Lupus Mother. And you hear a big boom, shakalaka. You know what I mean? And and she's like, Rabbit's like, here comes trouble. And you hear the Beetle say, Mariah, Mariah, you must have taken a wrong turn. This was my dad's territory, which means it's now my territory, which means I got to take you apart. And then you see the Cineas her six her six what do you call them, that group again? I keep forgetting. But anyway, which means I got to take you apart, she says, and then Mariah's like, you can't stop me. You're not your father, Janice. And she's like, when I'm working, I go by the Beetle. And she blasts up into the air and says, and no, I'm not my father. My father is in the hospital. I don't know who put him there, but I know it was one of you. And I want all of you to know that there won't be an inch to gain from his injuries. Do you understand? And she's like, yes, I'll tell him. She's like, no. Show them. She drops her and she's like, wait! Ah! And then the lady opposite was like, did Janice just? And then Rabbit's like, nah, she'll survive. And you hear her go, ay, ay, you know what I mean? Ay, Manuele! You know what I mean? And Rabbit's like, told ya. You know what I mean? Oh man, I dropped my head for it. And then at Harlem's Hospital Center, we go back to the hospital. Um Robert Robinson, you know what I mean, looking over Randy, who got shot a few issues ago. He's like, all the fighting, the city will survive. But your mother, Randy, I don't know if she wants you to be in here if you don't come back. So I'm done messing around, son. You come back to us. Now, you hear me? For your mother. And then out of nowhere, a voice goes, not the face I expected to see when I woke up. And it's Tombstone. He's back from his little coma. You know what I'm saying? He's like, they got your boy too, huh? What about Janice? He's like, not a scratch on her. Looks like you made a full recovery too. Why is it the dirt bags always come out of it smelling like roses? He's like, Tombstone's like, careful. Somebody hurt your kid. I'll break him in half. Keep talking like that. Maybe I'll do you that way. And he's like, and maybe I'll run you through with a pitchfork. And he's like, hey, we had some good times, didn't we? Where am I? And he's like, McCarthy Medical, I wanted you to see the mess your business caused when you woke up. Because could cost me my son, and it's not too late to cost you your daughter. He's like, not following you, Robertson. He's like, the hit on you, that was somebody lighting the fuse. Last night the bomb went off. And the only reason I didn't step on your air hose was because I think you might be able to help. He's like, help? What? I'm done talking. Look out the window. He looks out the window. He's like, damn. And he's like, the bastard did it. He's like, Robbie, I'm gonna need my pants. And Lonnie's like, get your own damn pants. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, remind me of JT without pants. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, JT. Um, out in Murray Hill, bring us this Murray, so that we may murder him and claim his hill for Monsters Metropolis. So you see a big ass monster right there, and they're ready to fight She-Hulk and Spidey. So they go on and fight. And She-Hulk says something, and Pete's like, loyal talk, huh? And she's like, are you standing behind me? And you're standing, and he's like, no, you're standing behind me. And he's like, I am not. I was respectfully letting you speak. And the monster's like, die. And she's like, you're clearly behind me. He's like, fine. One unified front coming up. And he goes ahead of him. So that's like a behind me kind of joke. He's like, atta boy. So you see a lot of the art, a lot of like them arguing. I like their friendly banter back and forth though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then back you see the guy who shot Tombstone, right there, which I keep forgetting his name. If you remember, let me know, but I forget.
I
Say,
remember.
Yeah, I forgot. I start writing these names down. I'm getting too old to remember stuff, I guess. And he's like, they're lost in the smoke with no idea how to find the fire. He's like, let them tire themselves out. I need you in Midtown. He's like, copy that. I should tell you Tombstone's awake. He's like, oh yeah? When do I get to fix that? He's like, and whoever is like, after the land rush. Until then, we take everything we can, he says, on my way.
Hmm.
And then back at the Beatles place, he's like, Mariah's off the table. Spanish Harlem is ours. The Upper East Side is sitting here waiting to be taken. Spider-Man saw to that. But first, I want Sugar Hill, which means I want everything around Sugar Hill, which is a part of New York. All these towns, if you know New York, you kind of start knowing the areas and stuff like that. Um, so they're trying to take all the territories they can.
Mhm.
And of course, Rabbit's like Diamond's territory, and she's like, he bought Hydra drugs through our docks so he can expand into the financial district. Don't like that he's trespassed. Do like trespass. Do like that he spread thing. And we move now. We can unify Harlem. And Rabbit's like, your pops will be okay with Mariah. She's moved first and she's still breathing. Him and Diamondback, they drew up those territories together. And that's and Janice is like, that's true, Rabbit. Too bad neither of them are here. And Toons uh obviously, you know who that is. I
Mhm.
just said it, but he's like, not quite, Janice. I'm home. And she's like, Dad, you okay? All that, gives him a hug and stuff like that. And he's like, he's like, a little worse for wear, but I couldn't stay in bed for this. And he's like, where we at? He's like, I got Mariah, Dad. Spanish Harlem is ours. Got what you mean? He's like, Mariah tried to take the docks, but Kareem and I held them off, Rabbit says. Then Janice dropped her from 20 feet up. He's like, you did what you had to do, but that's a big area to defend. We gotta shore up our borders right there and out. She's like, no. He's like, no, Janice said. And the dad not liking it. and she's like, we're not writing this out. We're taking it all the way. I want Harlem, all of it. He's like, you're in charge? I was like, had to be. And I'm in the middle of making plays. Plays I have to finish. He's like, you want to ruin my territory? You have any idea what I did to get where I am? And she's like, no, you always kept that from me. But whatever it is, you have the stomach to do it and to do your daughter like that? He looks at her with shock. He's like, no. You pretty much see it right there. He's like,
Mhm.
no. You know what I mean? And I think J.R.J. is pretty good with the face expression and stuff like that.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you get to see the emotions and stuff like that. And she's like, glad you're okay, Dad. Try to stay off your feet. And then of course Rabbit looks at him and go, boss? And he goes, go on. Take care of her. And then of course Rabbit's looking at feeling bad and stuff like because Tombstone's a real boss, you know what I mean? And then she goes away with him. He starts thinking, and then you hear boom, and you hear Madam Mask uh, sipping on wine and stuff like that. Put her mask back on and hammer heads in the floor. You know what I mean?
After the beat down.
After the beatdown, he's like, please. Ah. And she's dragging him down the stairs, and he's hitting his head through the stairs. He's like, kill you. She's like, hmm. He's like, kill you. And she's like, ha, ha. He's like, Madam Man, they'll come for you. He's like, who's that? Dumb? And then, of course, it's probably in the background where his minions and stuff got their butt whooped. And he's
That's
like,
not
no.
John Wick 4 stair beat down there.
Yeah. And she's like, don't worry. We have all the time in the world to play. And he's like, no. And meanwhile, back at the playground, um, Murray Hill is neutralized, Luke. We're heading to Midtown. And it's like, that could get dicey, Luke says. And She-Hulk's like, you're going to tell him about standing behind. And he's like, shh, I'm on the phone. That's the biggest mess that we're going. And she's like, how about how many monsters we each took down? And and Peter's like, it was practically the same number. And she was like, if you add a zero to mine, yep, that's her. She's still here. We're doing great. It's, she's like, Spider-Man, not now. Spider-Man, what? Him? And you see a shadow. He's like, oh no, Luke, I call you back. We got trouble. No, you don't. They do. We're going to take down some crime bosses together again. And then yeah, and then of course She-Hulk's like, you've teamed up before? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. And that figure, of course, was Tombstone. Dun dun dun.
Yep.
So Tombstone has joined Spider-Man and She-Hulk to take down the evildoers, even though he's an evildoer too. And bow to be continued. And there goes issue.
It's Tombstone.
There goes issue number 39.
Very nice.
Woo. So, Mr. Tom, what do you think about this issue?
I like it. A lot going on.
All right, I'm gonna need a little more than that. Like,
Well,
oh man,
I liked the team that Spidey formed, and like you were saying, I liked the banter between She-Hulk and Peter, and him trying to do his quips and stuff, and trying to be a smart aleck, and she's like putting him in his place, and then yeah, it's cool seeing Tombstone come back and then have that kind of fatherly interaction with Robbie Robertson, kind of commiserating about their children, and definitely interesting to see Tombstone like kind of shifting and actually willing to work with Spider-Man's crew, and it's pretty exciting.
it's almost like it's true what they say. He got soft. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what happened when they messed with his daughter. You know what I mean? Now his daughter's the one that took over
he
all the territory. You know what I mean?
he went from deep dish Tombstone to thin crust.
Think. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like they kept going. Of course, you see the guy who shot. I keep forgetting his name on the bike who shot Tombstone. Now
I
he's
just
looking
want
like
to
he's
call him.
gonna go back. What
I want
happened?
to call him. I want to call him Shooter.
Shooter. I forgot his name, man. I forgot. I'm gonna have to write these names like I said every time we do issues. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed this issue. Like it's a nice back and forth between what's going on in the city and what's going down behind doors between the crime bosses and stuff like that. Um, that's what you're gonna get when you have events like this. You're gonna get like the action and all that. So you saw some action in here. Um, of course, you're gonna see the main team end up breaking up because they all have you know they all have their tie-ins and their
Nice.
territory that they had to go. Which is probably the reason why they did that. So they're going to take care of that. So if you read those other books, that's probably what they're going to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the only thing I didn't like was like Miles, like Peter trying to be like, just be careful, and he's like, just like a son talking to his dad. I know that I got this. You haven't been helping me, so why help me now? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? It was like, all right. I don't know if Miles would talk like that, but it's all good.
It
Um,
would have been cool to maybe have added in Rec Rap to handle the Monstropolis area or the
you know,
Monstropolis.
Rec Rap is like popular with us, but he's not popular with a lot of people. So he Zep probably tries to keep that character with the limbo stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he could have used Rec Rap in this fight. You know what I mean? So but what do you grade? What grade you give this issue?
Hmm. Let's see. I'm gonna give it. Well, let's give it a 4.0.
Okay, it was pretty damn good. Yeah, you know what? With obviously the people who do like JR, um, I like his facial expressions. I think his facial expressions are pretty decent, especially when you see them, get worried or sad or happy, whatever it is. You see it or sarcastic. He knows how, especially with She-Hulk, a lot of sarcasm between her and Peter Parker and stuff like that. I like the team up between them. Um, Obviously, she's the only one without a tie-in because she has her own book, but it's not really tied into the gang war right now. They're doing their own thing over there. So, um, I say 4-2, a decent book. You know, we enjoyed the first one so much, so that's always gonna be a start of the thing. If you like it, it's always gonna be probably great at the best because it's showing everything. Then they're gonna spread it out a little bit, show you some more story here, expand on it, then finish it off. But I give it a 4-2. This issue was pretty fun. The gang war is pretty fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Before you get to yours, there's a couple of more people that came on. You know what I mean? I see you guys. I see you guys. Of course, you said hi to Kenneth already. Birdo said hi earlier. Stu, of course. What's up? What's up? Station, of course. My wife, Station. Love you. Love you.
Station Ring.
Um, Billy Power Max is in the house. You know what I'm saying? So a couple of people in here. Warren Smith is in the house. Station Warren. Of course, the
Station.
music to my channel. One collection down, Mr. Phable, who
Phable.
had a fantastic show Friday night.
Station.
You know what I'm saying? Nick Culture, the other one that was having a Flame Fable show Friday night. You know what I mean? Oh man, which was a pretty good show. Bobby De La Ghetto killed it. You know what I mean? And yeah. So keep on keeping on. I have a new NBA team that has been drafted as a fan. Go Mavericks. Hail Lucas Doncic, or whatever. All right. 'Cause I got my Nick hat on and stuff. But keep on keeping on, because my man, he has got the next issue.
Oh yeah.
So this is number
We got
40.
our little snow bunny MJ there.
Hold on, let me give you a close up. There we go. Wait. Let me give you the close up. So yeah, I almost picked that issue up, man.
So Mr. J. Scott Campbell.
Fantastic issue. And then of
Yeah.
course I got the A cover. I got the boring A cover. You know what I mean? The JR art. Nick, I hope you're not watching. You know what I mean? uh, oh man, he's like, Nick was talking about his Girl Scout cookies. It's Girl Scout cookie time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna want some cookies now, Nick. Send them my way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Send me some Thin Mints.
Oh yeah. All right. So of course, I guess it's the same artist and writer and all that.
Yeah, we've got, let's see. Then we got Mr. Zeb Wells. We got, JR there. You can see it. Scott Hanna. He's the anchor on this one. You got the Marcio. I can't even say the name either. Marcio Menez. And
Menzie.
then different variant cover artists. J. Scott Campbell, Anthony Francisco. He did the video game variant cover, which I don't know what that one is. Then of course you got the map breakdown, complete with
Well,
Spidey.
if you look at it, it wasn't like that before. The towns, like, they took off Spidey and all of them took down, and they mark it black with the spider.
Yeah,
So yeah, so it's
pretty
pretty
cool.
interesting.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, back to page 1.
So this one opens in West Village, in the Roses hideout, and he's got his right hand man Digger talking to him. He's like, "The men are ready, boss." And the Rose is like, "Yeah, let him wait, Digger. I got to put my face on." And he's like, "Are you sure you want to do this, boss? You should get out a free green card, to get out of under everything." And he's like, the Rose is like, "Digger, our time has come. The city's on fire. everything we were fighting for in the skirmish, everything that the Tombstone cheated me out of, I'm taking it back. And then Digger is like, Janice is running the territory now, his daughter. And the Rose is like, well, that's what makes it so perfect. And it shows Digger putting a little corsage on him. Like it's his prom date. And and there he is all looking rosy. Kind of reminds me of what's that dude that wears the mask? Baron Zemo, yeah.
Baron Zemo. A
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
I thought that was Killer Croc next to him for a minute.
That's
In
what
green.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Well, I'll give you a solo for a second.
We got the boys from the Tracksuit Mafia trying to hold down the fort. And one of them's like, getting his gun all ready. He's like talking to one of the other, Tracksuit Mafia members. He's like, bro, you sure we can take these bros? He's like, you think I call entire Tracksuit Mafia for fun? He's like, shut mouth. For 1 second and open eyes, bro. They still here. He's like, they got their army. He's like, oh, yes, bro. I see now what you mean. And he's like, the other guy's like, the Inner Demon Brothers. They want everything below Houston. They will leave nothing for us if we let them. We're going to burn the place to the ground. And the next thing you know, dum, 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 Tombstone enters. He's like, I'm not so sure, boys. He's like, I'm sorry that you all got dressed up, but Tombstone's here, and he's going to rock your world. And the next thing you know, you got the famous duo of She-Hulk and Spidey.
I like how she's holding him.
Yeah,
she's holding him, and
Spidey's
I'm sorry, like
yeah.
She's holding him, and he has his favorite spider stance. All right, go ahead.
She's all like, "Yeah, dinner's best served on a hot plate, like a spider." Well, I'm just making that part up. Spidey's all trying to be, use his little smart-like comments. He's like, "Yeah, sorry, boys. Sorry you got all dressed up." And She-Hulk's like, Tombstone already said that." He's like, "What? Really? Are you serious?" And she just sends him, sends him spiraling like a dodgeball or a bowling ball, knocks over the Tracksuit Mafia, like a bunch of chumps. And Tombstone's all like, like saying, is that the best play you got? And he's like, come on, I'll show you how it's done. He's like, you paying attention? And Spidey's all like, well, show me how it's done, Professor. And She-Hulk's getting all, like tired of them, comparing sizes, so to speak. And she's like, I don't want to. I'm done listening to you two talk. And, they're all shooting at her. Bullets bouncing off. And she's like, going full tilt like a bulldozer, like crash. Knocks a bunch of storage boxes into him. And then we cut to, Tracksuit Mafia is pretty much, knocked out cold. Tombstone's got one guy by the neck. He's like, that there's no chance they can regroup. He's like, this is over. And Peter's like, yeah, you spooked the inner demons. It's gonna take a while to track them down. I guess the army of the horned dudes went running because they saw Tombstone there, and Spidey and She-Hulk and freaked out and ran. And Tombstone's like, he's like, they're moving on Lady Yuan's vampires in East Village. If we take them out, and she'll overrun downtown. We don't have time to fight every battle. And Peter's like, yeah, I guess that makes. She-Hulk's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Tombstone's like, you want to end this fast? You're gonna have to listen to what I say. This is my world. I know how it goes. You got to listen to me. So then you open to, downtown. You got a lady mask. All, talking to the battered hammerhead, or I guess flathead now. And he's all like pleading with her. He's like, no, you don't have to do this. You don't have to give me another beat down. And she's all like, oh, so you think you still have something to teach me? Some wisdom to impart? Look who's up there and who's down there on the floor. She's like, I was your weapon for years. I was cast aside. Looked over. She's like, by morning, half of the city will be mine. And she's like, and you still won't see me for who I am. And the whole time, he's like, going for his phone. She's like, yeah, go ahead. And like stepping on his head. She's like, yeah, give it a try. Call in the troops.
It looked like he was going after a gun first.
That's what
You
I
know what I
thought.
mean?
And then I like
It was the phone.
zoomed in on the panel and saw it was the cell phone. I'm like, okay. I thought for sure he was going to take her out with the gun.
Yeah.
And I like the like you were saying, the detail, especially like on her mask, and then like Hammerhead in pain, like grimacing in pain. And then we go back to Harlem, and I can't remember this guy's name. He's got like a bullseye tattoo on the back of his head.
Kareem?
Oh, is that Kareem? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. So Kareem's like looking at a map. He's like, I'm telling you, Diamondback's guys are dug in. They're not going anywhere without a fight, Janice. And then, the rabbit's like, yeah, what's that, Duck? Yeah, we got the firepower for that. Troops are worried, boss. And Janice is all like, that's exactly what they'll get. And then, the rabbit's like, well, how do we do that? Janice is like, well, that's because Diamondback's men are loyal. They're not going to roll over unless we break their spirit. And then, she's like, the rabbit's like, not we, me. And Janice is like, nope, we're going to show them I mean business. So she puts on one of the dragon men.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a scary suit. Uh-oh.
How do I look, rabbit? She's like, like you mean business. And then we go back to cocktails at Tombstone's place. Cocktails. So he's like pouring them both a drink, and he's like, and Peter's like, is this really time to be pouring a drink to sit back and party at Tombstone's? And he's like, Peter's like, the rose is on his way. He's like, yeah, I know. Tombstone's like, I know he's coming for me. Why wouldn't he? And then he says, well, so what are you saying, Lincoln? He says, you want me to protect you? Because, that's your territory? He's like, no. Peter's like, no way. No way. He's like, you fooled me once. You're not going to fool me twice, Lincoln. He says, you have no idea what I gave up tonight, do you? He's like, once the other gangs hear that I've teamed up with the Spider, he's like, I'm finished. I'm done. They're going to think that I've gone, good. Like a good little boy, like a lapdog.
I'm a good boy.
You think that's good, don't you, Peter? Well, I mean, don't you, Spider-Man? And then he's like, yeah, I got a mark in my head. And so She-Hulk's like, well, what's the plan? And then she's like, oh, this drink is great, by the way. And he's like, well, Tombstone's like, well, I want to stop this war before my daughter gets hurt. And then Peter's like, well, how long are we supposed to wait? And Tombstone's like, we'll wait until the rose gets here. And then the next thing you know, you cut back to the church. You got...
He didn't say the rose. He didn't say the rose.
Oh, the rose.
He said, wait until he gets here.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I said that. Keep going.
So you got Hammerhead's men trying to rescue him from the church, and they're like, oh, hey, Madam Mask, put your dukes up, put your hands up, you're surrounded. And she's like, who's the boss here? She's like, well, that begs the question. And they're like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, and then they go up to the blade-looking dude, wherever that dude's name.
The really looking dude.
And he's holding, the silver mane by his head, and Count Nefaria, and they're all like, "What? What? How the heck did that happen? How did you get the heads of the Magio?" She's like, "Ha ha ha!" Man in the Mask is like, "I told you so." She's like, "Who's the boss?"
Nefario.
Yep. So the blade dude wannabe drops Nefaria and Nefaria, and Silvermane's head, and she's all like, the Mask like picks up Silvermane's head, and she's like, "You've taken an oath to bow before them, follow their orders." She's like, "No matter what they are." She's like, "Well, so." Silvermane's all like, "Man in Mask, Lisa Majaya now." He's like, "Bow before her."
And then they do.
So like, "Good job, boys. Good little dogs."
Good little dogs.
And then we cut you back at Sugar Hill. You got one of the Sugar Hill boys running back in to their hideout. He's like, "Call Diamondback, we got company." And the other guy's like, "More company? We can't." And then next thing you know, boom! Out of the shadows, Janice. "Tell your men you have a new boss." And the guy's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. He got here first."
Who got here first?
Well, who got here first?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you cut back to Tombstone's place, and you hear bzz, bzz. Tombstone's all like, "Oh, he's here." And Janice is all like, "That is Janice, right?" "Yeah, that's Janice."
Yeah, that's Janice. They're in different rooms.
"Yeah, okay, gotcha."
Mm-hmm.
And she's all like, "Who?" And he's like, and then Peter's like, "Be ready for anything. He's got the rose, got pretty beat last time." And she looks, "By who?" And Peter's like, "Well, by me." And then Tombstone's all like, "Fisk." Next thing you know, you hear, "You're trespassing." And the rose is like, "On my property." And there he is with Killer Croc. I mean, Digger.
Killer Croc.
And Peter's like, "That's not the rose." And Tombstone's like, "Never said it was."
That's
And
why I told you.
hey, dolls.
Hey, doll.
There you've got Kingpin. Oh, that's a nice drawing of Kingpin.
Typhloid Mary.
Yep.
And that's the hand, I guess, behind them.
Yep.
Like they took control of the hand.
And I gotta say, I love this 2-picture spread, and Kingpin just looks, that the expression on his face and stuff, looking all Kingpin-y.
That the hand or the other group? The group Daredevil took control of. What's the name of the other one?
What's the other group's
I
name?
forgot. I forgot. This is really good. We always forget shit.
If I look on the map.
Yeah, yeah.
Eat the Rose, Man of Mask, Diamondback.
So what's this? So they're supposed to be issues 40. I'm looking at the list. It's issues 43 and 44 is out this month. So I'm guessing 43 comes out this week, and then in 2 weeks. Okay, we're doing good then. You were gonna say something? I'm sorry, I cut you off, but
Oh yeah. What I was gonna say? Oh yeah, I was getting kind of tongue-tied with that one. I thought reading it 3 or 4 times would have helped, but so I apologize for stumbling a little bit there.
it's all good. It's all fun. They enjoy when we mess up anyway. But yeah, man. Since you went through it, I'll tell you how I feel about this issue. Um, I thought the issue, moved along. You saw like action happening everywhere again with the like the last issue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as things start progressing and the battle keeps going, and you know, you saw in here that you talk about the fist, and everybody's talking about the rose. End up being actually the Kingpin is back. And they say, "Oh, Fist is back." I mean, the Road's been around for a while. I mean, he disappeared for a little while, but everybody knew he was in town. The Kingpin was out in Krakoa and stuff like that. The whole situation that happened there, of course, Hellfire Gala things blew up, whatever. And
Right.
I haven't read that the whole, just the X-Men series I've been reading, so I don't know what's happening in the tie-ins. But he's back with Typhoid Mary. You know what I mean? And that's pretty cool. So now he's trying to set his territory back. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be a gang war without the Kingpin. Come on. You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean? The Kingpin of crime. So I can't wait. I haven't read those issues yet. So I can't wait to get, because we've been catching up before, because we were so behind. I couldn't wait to read Gang War. But now that we're this far, I haven't read those until I read them this week. But it's good to have the Kingpin and the Rose. So it's pretty cool that it has the dad and the son.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? All battling for territories and stuff like that. You know, you got some territories that the Spider-Man and the group took out. You know what I mean? But there's still a lot of work to do. So obviously, some of those territories are gonna be taken care of in the tie-ins, and they probably let us know, because the main book is the Amazing Spider-Man. That's, you know how you have an event, you have a 6-issue event, and then you got the tie-ins after. They
Uh-huh.
didn't do that this time. Everything is, except for that first issue that was outside of Amazing Spider-Man. Everything is happening in Spider-Man, and then the tie-ins are a part of that. So, um, I dug this one too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like there wasn't like I don't know if I the whole scary costume of but I ain't gonna lie, I do want an action figure of that now. As bad as it is. So she's trying to like get him with fear. Different like Super Saiyan version of the Beetle and stuff. um, of course, I say I love the team up between Spidey and She Hulk and stuff like that. And yeah, man, I enjoy this one. So I'm gonna give them, just like the other one, 4.0 for this one. You know what I mean? So that's my grade for this one. A lot of good action, a lot of fun. More people are in play now. So you like now you want to see what really happens in the next few issues.
Mm-hmm.
What do you grade it? How do you feel first of what you read, and what do you grade it?
Um. Yeah, I liked. Definitely a lot of
Mm-hmm.
action. The surprise at the end was awesome. Um. The Kingpin
Mm-hmm.
with the Kingpin. And then, of course, it'll be interesting to see what father and son will do. And so it's kind of interesting. You got the, Tombstone and Janice, father daughter, and then you got Kingpin, Rose. So
Yes, sir. So it's
see what
pretty
the
interesting.
struggle for balance will be in the boroughs, in the gang areas and stuff.
Yeah. So the 5 boroughs, because that's what it is, 5 boroughs of New York. New York City is separated into 5 pieces, really. It's a huge city. So
Hmm.
it's a lot of territory for this one to rule all of it, like Madam Mass is trying to do. Um, Tall task. I mean, the Kingpin, even the Kingpin didn't have all the territories, but of course he's the main mob boss type thing. So you know what I'm saying. But the Magia is all over the place. So yeah, man. So I can't wait. These two were fun, and then on to the next one next week, because next week we're gonna cover issues 41, but you have the Kingpin and Typhoid Mary in there. So while it wasn't really a surprise for a lot of us, because we saw this in the solicits, um, I kind of forgot about the Kingpin, even though I've seen the cover
Hmm.
and seeing him in the end. I was like, "Ooh, cool!" So I dug it. You know what I mean? And of course, next one is issue 41 and 42. So that's what we're covering next week. And of course, you have the one with the scary costume there. Beetle has evolved. You know what I mean?
Oh, I give it my rating on it is a 4.5.
So I thought you meant the average, if you count it all together, will be a 4.69, dudes. So man, yeah, that was a lot of fun of those issues. We're covering Amazing Spider-Man number 41 again, and number 42 next week. Of course, I got thumbnails for that too. I mean, next week's thumbnail. Let me see. Let me show you guys. Boom. 41, 42. Next week is Super Bowl week. So we probably start this show a little earlier, 12 p.m. East. It's going to be a little early for my man Tom over there. He's going to have to wake up early in the morning over there in the West Coast. Because what, 12? What time is 12 over there to you? Like that, what time would that be? Like 9 o'clock?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah. So, but of course, we're getting ready, gearing up. Because let me take a sip, man. I'm already all through my first water bottle here. Because you know what it's time for, guys. You know you love it. You gotta have it. Of course, I'm talking about that show and tell, that beautiful sight. And
You see something?
I'm gonna go first because I'm showing Pokemon cards. So I'm gonna go through another 5, 6. I'm trying to get this Charizard. So bear with me here. I hope you guys enjoying that. I'm opening these. If you're not, I'm sorry. And then of course the main event. My man Primetime Tom is showing what he got for this week for show and tell. I'm gonna leave him. I usually give a spotlight, but I'm gonna leave him there so he can like look at what I'm showing too. Cause I'm running out, man. I'm running out of packs here. I only have a few left. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11 left. So I'm gonna open like 6 of them or something. So I hope everybody 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 5. I'll do 6. And hopefully I find it in one of these. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody enjoys these. I love Pokemon cards, so here trying to open every one. And for whatever reason, I can't open this one to save my life. Whew. So real quick, get that thing out of there. So let's see. No Caravine. Nope. Okay. We got that look like a plant monster. Oh, Flaffy! Yay, Flaffy! I got a few of those, all different versions of them. So it's pretty cool to have Flappy in the house. You know what I mean? Cool. I don't know how to say that one. You know what I mean? Energy. Del Clady. Ooh, this one's a nice one.
Oh, nice one.
Cor Corviknight?
Corviknight?
Corviknight. There you go. This is a nice shiny. You know what I mean? Love it. Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes. Boom. A Mareep. We got the first evolution of the Flaffy. And here are some of them you saw me open before. Daniel. Okay. It's not looking good for this pack again. Alright, so didn't get it on that one. Will I ever find a goddamn Charizard? Or will Tom need to tell Herm? Too bad. I don't think he'll tell me like that though. He'd be nicer about it. Like wah wah. Oh man. Real quick, look. This one opened up a little bit easier. Get that one out of the way. So boom. There's a turbo patch, whatever that is.
Turbo patch.
Flip a coin. If heads, attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your basic Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon GX. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm off it. Whoever plays Pokemon game, they gotta let me know. Oh, this is boiling smoke. Okay. I'm still not finding this Charizard, guys. Come on. Okay, that's the evolution of that monkey-looking thing. I forgot his name already. An energy. A Hippowand. Hold on, I don't know what he's doing over there, but Ooh,
Oh,
Saikun.
oh,
A
nice.
Saikun. I like this one. People have seen this one before. It's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Me like it. Me like it. Oh, excuse me. Avatar. I like using that on the game. Past game. Nakamura. Curry Blast. Duckalet. So that's a different kind of duck Pokemon. Oh, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff. Sleep. Jig. I love that in the cartoon when she would sing and everybody would fall asleep and she'd be pissed and starts drawing up mustaches and everything on them. So yeah. Um keep on keeping on. Is there a Pokemon card? People probably left. Here's the first evolution of that Pokemon I was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah,
This is
Pansy.
the oops, I'm going the wrong way, guys. I was doing it the wrong way. And this is Pierce.
Here.
Search your deck for an energy card and a Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. I guess that's how you play games, I don't know. I got the Cora, whatever that is. I have that evolution one. So I guess that's her. What is it?
Clang.
Clang? Clang. Energy. Darmanian, whatever that is. Alright. Ooh. So we got a shiny here. This is Greedent. Okay. I have to like go through all these cards because I did buy stuff to put them in and put all those specials in there. That one looks cute. Oh,
Diglett. Mr. Diglett.
Trio. Diglett, and a Taurus. Those are part of the original Pokemons,
Mm-hmm.
which is still my favorite. The originals will always be my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Keep on keeping. I got 3 left. So I'm gonna open
Hey,
here. And,
is that what I think that is in the background?
what? What? Hey! One Showtime.
Or
What? What? Who?
Devastator.
Yeah, that's my that's a version of it. That's my Tonka.
Ah.
The Tonka whatever you call it. It's a Devastator, but they Tonka teamed up
The
with Hasbro and they did that one version of it. Yeah, I showed that before. But I'll show it to you again in a minute. Hold on, boom. There goes that one again. That's how in tune Tom is. He's like I'm showing the card, he's like, oh look what's that behind you. I promise. I set up 5 more, and then I'm done with these. Oh, look at another one. Is this the same one? No, this is a different. This is a holographic one of 16. The one I had before is the whole card is glittered, but this one's pretty cool too.
hmm.
Yeah, it's like this. The other one I got.
It's a great.
Shiny. Usually, you see 2 of them in a row. You're probably not gonna see the Charizard in this pack, which I'm upset right now. I'm upset. I'm not getting him. I'm not gonna get him, guys. All this I waited for. No Charizard. Oh, Grimer. Remember
Right.
Grimer? The
Cool.
original series? Grimer. Supposedly they stink when you catch them. You know what I mean? Because they're dropped from the sewers. You know what I mean? They're nastiness. You know what I'm saying? So I got 2 more here. Got 2 more. Then I'll shift it over to the fun guy over there with the good stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, he's like, oh God, he's opening Pokemon cards again. Oh Lord.
No,
A
vanilla.
vanilla-ish. I love
Yeah.
vanilla, but I don't know if I want my Pokemon like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kabu. I got that one earlier. So I got energy. So I'm getting some doubles. That's what you're gonna get when you have a whole box. Ooh, this was nice. Adinio. I got the regular version of this, so this is the shiny version of it. Okay. Okay. What?
All right.
Wishy-washy. Damn, they're running out of names for Pokemon. Wishy-washy. Oh man. Rockety D. Okay. Aron. This is a good Pokemon to use in the game. Torch. Oh, that's a good Pokemon too. I used all of those. Oh, Mr. Mime. Ice version. So now like they're coming out with Mr. Mime's like ice version and electro version and fart version, you know what I mean? Last one, guys, I promise.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. There's 5 packs left for next time, but can you imagine it's the very last pack I open it's in there? I'll be happy. I'll be like, yeah, I waited this long, but at least I got one. But it's not looking good. Oh, hidden energy. Whatever that is. Something tells me I got 2 energies in a pack. That's a waste. Oh, there you go. 2 energies in a pack. The hidden energies are rare, I guess. Ooh.
That's a nice one.
Sunfish. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. The charger is supposed to look like this, I think. Oh, shiny.
Ooh.
I'll take it. Mr. Mime again. Electric. I used that in the game before. Sphere. That guy. And Spinnerack. Spinnerack? Spinnerack, yeah. Like a Spinnerack. Spinnerack. But yeah, man, guys, no Charizard again. I'm running out of packs here. Running out of packs. Let me but now it's this man's turn. Well, I put my Pokemon cards away in sorrow. Wah, wah. Yeah, man, it's your turn.
Yeah.
He's like, eh?
So I did a online. What's that crackling?
Oh, sorry, that's me. Sorry.
Oh. So I got these $5 books from a comic book store, I think in Texas. This guy does online sales, and picked up these nice super villain team up. Got Red Skull,
Ooh, that's nice.
and then another one with Doctor Doom
Oh, those are cool.
and Red Skull, and then the Incredible Hulk double-sized annual 14.
Nice.
And Daredevil king size annual number 4 with Namor and Black Panther. I don't know if you could see that from the glare.
Nice.
And then I picked up some more supervillain team ups called I Like Comics. This one is Doctor Doom Supreme. And then Doctor Doom and Red Skull again. With Red Skull and an astronaut outfit. And then, did I already show? Oh, that was Magneto. Sorry, Doctor Doom and Magneto. And then another.
Yes, you did. Nice.
Skull. But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
Yep, it's gonna be Blame Primetime. This is my haul for the week. Spine Tingling Spidey issue 4.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Brave and the Bold 9.
Yes. Series I'm not
Marvel
reading. Here's good though.
Marvel Superhero Secret Wars: The Battle World.
Nice. Nice.
And then this beauty, 252, the first appearance of Black Suit.
My
Don't be
eyes.
blind. Don't be blind. Woo!
I don't remember that issue being that shiny. Let me stop.
And
I
so
love it. I love it.
we were talking about the side issues. So I decided to pick up the Miles arc of it, of Gang War.
Nice.
I
Yes,
got
it's good.
13,
It's good, man.
and then 14 with, man, that glare does not help.
Yeah, can you imagine the shiny? Oh man, there goes my eyes. You know what I mean?
And then 15.
Sweet. It's good that you picked up. It's good that you. I remember telling you should pick them up.
Yeah. And of course, the current Spider-Man 2099 with
Nice.
2099.
I passed on it. I'm gonna end up getting them all. Probably
And
see a sale or something.
I just had to do it. So I got
Uh
another
oh.
variant, 2099.
Nice. Nice. Yes.
And
You know the
then,
Ben Rally one. I wish I picked that one up, man. I saw Phable show it. I was like, oh damn, I wish I had it.
I
It's
love
all
the Space
good.
Spider. So I had to do this. Clone Saga Epic Collection.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Woo!
Sweet.
Yeah. So that is the major haul.
That was a sweet haul. That good thing I went first. You know what I mean? You definitely won. Showing Pokemon cards. I'm gonna show myself solo again because even though I showed it before, I'll show it because you asked. This is the Transformer that I have behind me as a show.
Oh, yeah.
Um, it's it's literally a replica of Devastator, but he's called is this heroic Autoback Warrior Tonkanator, obviously. So these are Tonka, everybody the Tonka, the kids Tonka trucks and stuff like that, and construction trucks. So you have each one motor mix. I don't remember the name of the Constructicons. It's Motor Load,
Mm-hmm.
but Mega
That,
Hauler,
that's cool. I remember,
Power Digger.
I think that was a Target exclusive.
Yes, this is yes. Our Autobot Mega Dozer, and that's the Autobot Skyhook.
Nice.
So they all combine to this Tonkanator, which is really Devastator, but it's really Constructicons, which are what their color was, like a purplish color, and then these are the Tonka colors. In the back, it comes with a nice little art piece. It
Oh,
shows Grimlock and the Insecticons, which Fable's got all the Insecticons. I'm kind of jealous because I kind of want all the Insecticons because those are the Transformers I had. You know what I mean? When I was a kid. I didn't get all the cool Transformers, but I got the Insecticons. But that's what Devastator looks when you transform him. Those guys go, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I saw this. I never got a chance to get Devastator, so this is the closest thing I got to getting Devastator. So the Tonkanator it is.
I remember
Tonka.
getting one of those knockoff ones, and the trucks were like orange and red.
Uh, all right, man. So that was show and tell, and I hope everyone who's watched this live, thanks for watching. Anybody watching on a rewind, thanks for watching. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding that bell for notification for future videos. What are wonderful shows like this one as we cover Spider-Man, the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man journey. Like I said, we're planning on doing other kind of issues and stuff like that. Craven the Last Hunt will probably be the first one we cover. And then next week, like I said, as I show the thumbnail here, we're gonna cover issues 41 and 42. We got the Kingpin and Typhoid Mary in the house. and then a new Scary Beetle. So can't wait to read those. Can't wait to go over it with my man Primetime Time. And probably some show and tell next week too, because show and tell is my favorite thing. You gotta have it. So till next time, guys, station, have a great Sunday. See you guys. Some of you see me this Wednesday, 6 p.m. East. Probably open up that PCP Army. PCP Army, I keep saying that. That PCP mystery box. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a ball doing that. I always got good stuff in there because I'm always one of the last ones to get it. But keep on station. I don't know if Rock and Roll Live will be tonight, but if he is, check him out. Pop Culture Philosopher's channel. I'm usually going to bed. That's why I haven't been in the chats as much. I'm out and about, out and about. I'm outdone. You know what I mean? I wake up 2 in the morning, go to work. Have a great Sunday, rest of your weekend. See you. Have a great week. Tom, have a great week. And everybody, station and peace out. Bada bong thing, 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 bada bong.